All right, so good evening. This is. God damn it, forgot the time. Let me check. 7:46 p.m. So not so late. Uh, about on time, a bit late, I guess. Will be in bed by 8:30. So yeah, barely on time. Um, I am trying to be in bed by 8, but yeah, sometimes. Anyways, September 8th, Sunday, 2024, weekly report from September 2 to September 8. So this past week, let me bring up my weekly report. I just every Sunday basically I make a weekly report on Strava, and it's mostly for myself, and I do keep all my records, activities track on Strava, so I just post it there as well. This I feel is a good thing. I might start doing this weekly reporting with pretty much every other thing I do as well, like amount of times I take baths, amount of time I do my laundry, uh, clean my room, keep track of stuff, batteries, um, yeah, all those apocalypse prep, zombie apocalypse prep. Basically, keep track of things that I forget, some daily stuff, schedules, meeting up with people. I think I might start doing this weekly report because since I've started doing this, it has definitely kept me a bit more accountable on a longer time frame, like a weekly basis. And this is, I have like accidentally bumped into something. I feel like I bumped into something amazing here. So, anyways, the latest weekly report is from September 2 to September 8, which is 8 is today. So I just start on Monday, end it on Sunday. So that's how my weekly report goes. So my week starts on Monday and it ends on Sunday. I don't know why I'm saying my week, because that's how most people have. But like I realize some people they started off on Sundays for some reason. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is all over the world, if it's the same or there's some people have it different. So that's why I use the word my week. Anyways, so for this week, my pull-ups, push-ups, which I do throughout the day, 112 pull-ups and 420 push-ups this week. Last week it was 128 pull-ups and 480 push-ups. So a bit less, but I'm holding steady. Um, I was pretty consistent this week as well, like last week. But I took 2 rest days this week, which is why it has decreased by a bit. Monday was a rest day. Tuesday it was 24 pull-ups, 90 push-ups. Wednesday was the same. Thursday was the same. Friday it was a bit less, 5 sets basically, 20 pull-ups, 75 push-ups. So one set is 4 pull-ups and 15 push-ups. Saturday was a rest day. Then Sunday it was 20 and 75. So yeah, total to 112 and 420. So holding steady. I'm not satisfied with this number. I wanted to do more than last week, but I ended up doing it less. So I'm okay with it, but I'm not satisfied with it. Definitely will step it up. But I'm still happy that I was pretty consistent. So consistency is something I'm really trying to do more and more recently, because I've been getting better at doing many of my habits, and now I'm not looking more. I'm rewarding myself more on consistency than intensity. So like I'm not as much happy when I'm doing a lot of number on one day rather than doing a lot less but very consistently on multiple days straight. So that's something I'm targeting with all my habits, and I'm trying to get more consistency, I guess, because I realize in the long run consistency gives you way more gains than intensity. Because intensity, what happens is it burns me out, and then I quit for a few days, and I get back, I try to make up for it, and it's a whole vicious cycle of like going too far, injuring yourself or burning yourself out, and then you take a long break, and then you try to make it up, get yourself back to where you left off. It's a whole mess. So the amount of progress in the long run is way less compared to if you're doing a little every day. That really consistency compounds a lot more in the long run. So yeah. Also, average steps. My steps suffered this week because my mileage decreased by almost 10 kilometers this week. Last week it was 60. This week I unfortunately couldn't hit it. It was mainly because I fucked it up last night. Again, my sleep. I slept pretty late, and I couldn't get up early on time. Early, like early enough, I guess. I did wake up early. I always wake up early before 5:30 a.m. But I did wake up exactly around 5:30 a.m. today morning. So yeah, I had some other stuff to do as well, so I couldn't go for my run. So I got late for my run basically. If I had woken up around 4:30 a.m., I would have gotten in. So my shit, I messed up. No excuses, but yeah. Steps this week decreased by quite a bit. Last week, my average steps per day was 18,326 steps. This week, it's 15,500. 3,000 steps decrease average per day. So it's a big decrease, I guess. We'll definitely step it up next week. Sleep improved this week. I was pretty happy with sleep because I believe it's just 2 days. 2 days of this week, my sleep was pretty much perfect. Like 8.5 hours sleeping window I gave myself, and I slept for 8+ hours, which is freaking awesome. Like I'm still not judging my quality because it wasn't some amazing difference from around 7 hours to 8 hours, what feeling wise, but I was just glad I was able to sleep for 8 hours straight properly, and maintain that sleeping window. So I'm trying to get the consistency going first, and once I have my consistency right, then I can worry about like the sleep quality and how I feel after wake up and stuff. But for now, I'm just trying to hit that 8.5 hours of sleeping window, or at least 8 hours, a bit more than 8 hours. So I get 8 hours. So yeah, but I'm still happy. It's a significant improvement. Last week it was 7 hours 32 minutes. This week it's 7 hours 51 minutes. So that's almost half an hour of extra sleep, which is great. But I'm still not happy. I want to hit above 8 hours. So gonna try do it this week. I think I can. I'm getting a bit more used to having that discipline of going to bed. I just saw like a YouTube video. I made a comment about how it's harder to wake up early than harder to go to bed on time than waking up early, because like to wake up early, you just have to say no to yourself and your laziness. Basically in the morning you just say fuck no, I'm gonna wake up, and you wake up. And no matter how tired you feel, you can still wake up. But going to bed early consistently, like around 7:38 p.m., you have to say no to friends, family, parties, dates, everything, like all social events and good stuff. YouTube, movies, games, anime, whatever, man. All the things I enjoy, music, everything. Like either it's like the best time to do those stuff is always in the evenings and around this time, which is where I get distracted the most as well. And it's just so hard because there's so much more things you have to say no to, and some are pretty crucial, important social stuff as well, which you have to end up sacrificing if you want to go to bed early. So yeah, in the short term it's tough, and you and not just you, but the people around you also need to learn to adjust, need to to an extent they also need to sacrifice, like having time with you, I guess. But it's more on you that you miss out on so much, like socially, because most fun things happen in the evenings. at least where I am. So and I think this is true for most parts of the world. So yeah, it's pretty tough to go to bed consistently. But every time I did, I never regretted going to bed early, because I just feel way better and way more confident in doing everything I plan to do the next day. And I just feel, yeah, there's just, it's definitely worth it, but it's not it's not easy. In fact, it's probably the hardest habit from all the habits I'm trying to do. Although I do procrastinate more on the Japanese lesson for some reason. Even though it's not exactly hard, it's just I'm not prioritizing it enough, I guess. Yeah, last week was a pure mess with Japanese lesson. I missed the whole week. This week, I'm trying to get more serious with my sleep as well and get more consistent with it. And I'll do the Japanese lesson as well. No matter what, this week I'm definitely getting it in all 5 days of the week. So Monday to Friday, that was my original schedule. This week I'm getting it in no matter what. If I miss on morning, I'll do it in afternoon. Whenever I have time, I'll make some time off and do it. So that's my promise, which is I've broken so many promises related to Japanese lesson. It's almost embarrassing to come up with more now, but fuck it, man. I'm gonna make another promise, and this time I'm gonna keep it. Here's to that promise. Cheers, I guess. Yeah, so that's it. This week, need to step up my steps, my run mileage back to 60, and I want to try hitting 70 this week. Let's see how that goes. At least 65. 70 would be optimal, 65 minimum. On the pull-ups, push-ups, I want to do more than last week. So yeah, this week was less, last week was a bit more, but I want to outdo last week as well. So let's see how that goes. And on my sleep, it's good now, but I just need to get more consistent and not have big fuck ups like yesterday, like last night. So as long as I don't have big fuck ups like that, it should all be good. That's it. I mean, today's steps, like, it's barely 3,000 steps, so I don't think I even need to show the watch because I barely did anything today. It was basically pretty much a rest. Just went to church as usual every Sunday around 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and came back just relaxing, watched some YouTube. That's all I did today. So no steps, nothing. Yeah, my weight though, I'm happy about my weight. My weight has decreased. Now I'm heavy because I had a heavy meal a few hours back. 69.2. The weight this morning was 67.8 somewhere. So I'm definitely getting under 68 now, which is something I'm happy about. So this week, safely under 68 is my target. Yeah, I should be able to hit it. That's it. My food discipline is the easiest, I feel. I'm getting more and more consistent with my food. Though I'm not exactly hitting my optimal protein levels. I'm doing below it. I need to step it up. I'm missing it by almost 20 to 30% of my protein goal. So that's not good. I need to step it up. But my discipline with not eating snacks, not overdoing the calories is definitely good. Just the protein quantity, because I recently had another stomach issue with my lactose intolerance thing. I had to cut off milk completely, so that did cut off my protein percentage by quite a bit, and now I'm a bit hesitant to even have whey protein, which cut off even more. So that's why I need to switch it up and bring something else again. Maybe go back to meat and chicken. Yeah, that's gonna give me extra work for the week, but I feel that's a more safer choice than having to deal with the stomach issues from milk products and milk. So that's the route I'm going. Yeah, also it's more natural, so I feel on the long term I'll have less trust issues with my daily food compared to like whey protein. I know whey protein is safe, but I just don't trust it. It's still like very processed and stuff, and yeah, I don't trust it. I don't trust the supplement industry, especially the whey protein thing, because I had many of the times I had stomach issues was those days where I did have whey protein. So I am not so sure still about the exact reasoning, but I do have trust issues with whey protein as well. So yeah, switch. Maybe this is a good time to make my switch to um, like natural sources of protein, just meat, eggs. Eggs I already have enough of, but meat. This might be a good um, turning point, I guess, in my life, in my fitness journey, to permanently switch to meat as my primary source of protein along with eggs. So, yeah, gonna try that this week. We'll switch back to it. I've done it before with beef and all that as well, but beef is, it gets very tiring after a while just eating it. So, yeah, I don't think I'll try beef again unless someone I can get someone to prepare it for me, like someone who's a good with cooking beef. But no one in my family enjoys beef either. So yeah, unless I can get someone to do it for me, for now I think I'll do just chicken because it's the easiest meat to cook. Um, less prep. And I'm lazy as hell when it comes to cooking. I do survival cooking, so there's that as well. So yeah, that's it. That's the report for this week. Need to step up pretty much everything from this week. I am happy with my pull-ups, push-ups, with my sleep, but I need to step them up as well. And I'm switching back to meat. So this was weekly report status update for this week. That's it. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.